Hi everyone. Just wanted to do a quick video on my heroes here. I know myself when I watch other YouTubers accounts and if they look like they got high might closer to 200,000, I always kind of wonder what their heroes are like and why they chose to go with what they did. So I thought I would just at least show mine. I'm not quite 200,000, but I do have probably $12,000 invested. I'll say 10 just to err on a low side, but I'm sure it's at least 12. And this is what I have by making the decisions that I did. That doesn't necessarily mean I made the most efficient decisions. A lot was spent in talent chasing, which is just a suck for gems. It really just eats your gems quickly. To get as many 5v5s or 5 of 5s or 5s of 8s that I could. Uh, Here we go. Anyway, and or the necessary talent, like you see there, a couple bulwarks there. So a lot was spent in getting talents. A lot was spent in leveling, and I like leveling. I choose leveling often more than rolling for talents because I like that you get shards when you do sweeps. So the sweeps help me get my guys 10 of 10, and also build might by building up the other heroes around 6. But it's not a fast process for me. I mean, I play the game a lot, but I don't play as much as some people do. So here's what I have: a Aries 10 of 10, 5 of 5. In my opinion, most important hero in the game. You gotta have the silence. It just eats everything. It hurts everyone but Val. Um, Either way, and 5 of 5 instant proc. There you go. The only thing I could possibly think of putting on him otherwise is a sprint if you're doing arenas, but 5 of 5 is what you want. Warlock, I guess I should say my favorite thing in the game to do is Guild Wars. I think it's the most challenging as far as not like RNG or anything. It's definitely challenging to get far in HBM and that kind of stuff. But as far as things that I like to do, which is attack other players, I really enjoy Guild Wars. And sometimes I'll have to raid a base. I always try to go for the top 5 and almost always get them, which usually over 200,000 might. But sometimes I'll raid the base many times, many times, just to get it. Probably upwards of 30 to 50 times before I'll give up. But I usually get them all, and so Guild Wars is important to me. And my Warlock is part of my Guild Wars team, and so that's why he's 10 and 10, 5 of 5. That instant proc is priceless. And then if you use Cupid or Val, then he gets energy back and he can proc again quickly, and he just nukes them, which is nice. His crests kind of suck. It's on slow right now because I was doing Archdemon runs, but I only have a 3 level crest set of War God, and that's what would normally be on him. Let's try to get a little quicker. SK is like the second, to me, the second most important character in the game, or hero in the game. 10 of 10 is just boss. He can't get hit for over 300. He procs instantly with the 5 of 5. So the whole time he's got an incredibly small window to get hit by over 3,000, and he's just a beast. He hits like a champ. He hits very quickly, and he moves very fast. I guess if you've ever played with him, you know there's no need to explain it. He's just awesome. Crest, I give him Life Drain just because they're so dang impossible to kill with Life Drain, and when you put him in the artifact. So I love. He's part of every team. Definitely part of my Guild Wars team. This is probably my second favorite, or maybe top favorite character in the game. I don't know why. He looks friggin' awesome. I love his skill. He just showers the place with these bombs and the stun. And 808 Bulwark is nice because it gives him damage. And as you can see, if he's most of the time he's negating 90% of the damage. And with Bulwark, and he's got the extra health, and he's just launching these bombs at more damage. It's just that's the way to go. I have War God on him because that's what I use on him in Guild Wars. I maybe should be using Berserker because if you've seen JT's video, you see he did some pretty good tests to show that Zerk makes him proc first and fast, or not faster, but first if you're doing like arena. But I don't really do arena. Bye bye, Devil D. Ghoulam's awesome, hands down the best healer in the game. Bulwark is nice. He heals more. He does more damage. He lives longer. 10 of 10. Yeah, Ghoulam's amazing. Crest, he would normally have my 4 or 5 Revite set on him, but it's somewhere else right now. Cupid, I've noticed a lot of people don't level their Cupid as quickly as some other heroes. They'll do they won't double evolve him. I double evolve him because I like to use him in Guild Wars, and double evolve means more health. And that's why I bumped him up quickly, and more health means he lives longer. I swap out Val in Guild Wars when silence is what's getting me killed, but I seem to have a lot better luck when I use my Cupid than Val. So that's why I have him. 10 of 10's obvious. Instant proc means everyone gets instant energy, obviously, so that's why you go 5/5 Revite. And then he was doing Arch, so that's why he has slow, but normally I think I have like Bulwark or something on, just try to keep him alive. Minnow, this is tied for 1 or 2 of my favorite. I just love that he goes in there and he stomps and just shit drops. Like if you're rating people for golden mana, it's like boom, it's over, man. See ya. I just shook down your whole place. It's pretty awesome. So that's why he's got 8 to 8 War God. I use him to farm golden mana, and you just go in and you instantly kill stuff. He doesn't instantly kill by himself, which is unfortunate. If you saw my other video, you see that. So I do take PD and Cupid with me, but it's usually just normally Cupid. And then he's got a crest set because once I drop him, then Cupid, he'll instantly proc. So PD, I mean, if you played the game, you know. So enough said. PD's just nobody busts your team more than PD. He's insane. Molt, he's double evolved because I use him in Lost Realm, Here Be Monsters, and a tendency to use him on some bosses that need slow. So I figured he was worth the resources. So I recently double evolved him as I was trying to push past T and HBM. Scatter is for HBM. Crest, you know, whatever you have, you know, put on him. I don't think one's so very significant. Love Vlad. We all know Vlad rocks. 4 or 5 is just the highest I had for him. I don't use him that much. I don't use him in Guild Wars. I'll use him in Guild Wars defense. But 9 of 10, obviously he needs to get 10 of 10. And then I'm not going to click on everyone here, but just want to get through the mains, especially the Guild Wars heroes. Santa Boom, he's really good in a lot of. If you're pushing dungeons, he's really good. Yeah, I mean, I've seen him in arena with 5 of 5, 10 of 10, and if he procs, I mean, your team is pretty much dead all the time. He's good in a lot of stuff, so that's why I got him up there. He's got a pretty crummy talent, but at least he procs pretty fast. Ideally, I'd have 8 to 8 War God on him, and if I got 8 to 8 War God, I'll work on the 10 of 10. But he's not part of my Guild Wars team, so he doesn't get a 10 of 10. Not yet. Pretty much all of them do except Val. Candy Cane, she's good for arena. Val is obviously priceless in arena. I use her in Lost Realm. Obviously, I use her in a lot of scenarios, so Val's pretty important. That's why she's double evoed. And then Spirit Mage I use for dungeons. Anyway, just scrolling through here. Beast Tamer, not impressed. Haven't seen much. So I just, I don't do anything with Beast Tamer. I do like Phantom King, especially as a shard hero, so free to play, like that's awesome for you. He can take the place of the Scatter Molt a lot, and I found him very useful in Here Be Monsters, and I've fought people in whatever it's called before, and I couldn't beat their team with me and my team because they had a PK. I mean, I tried every combination. I moved heroes around, and it's happened to me a few times. But he's pretty cool. And the rest are just kind of... Pixie's good. I don't use her that much to really warrant putting the resources into her, but she'll be one that comes up next. This guy's another one that I run into that when their team has Grimfiend, I get beat up sometimes, and it's just that he removes that buff, especially like your SK's buff, and if your Skull Knight's in there tanking, he's just gonna wallop them, and or the team's just gonna hurt Skull Knight bad when the buff falls off that's reducing all the damage he's taken down to 3k. But so I'm not investing much time into this guy because I don't have a good talent for him, and I've spent quite a bit of money, and I still can't. It took me forever to get him, and I still haven't gotten any dupes. And I don't use shards for dupes because it's just that's a lot of shards, and I need more 10 of 10s. So that's about it. The rest of them are obviously leveled for might and working on that, and the rest for towers. So I hope you liked the video, and if you have any questions on why I did something, I'd be happy to answer them. Thanks. Take care.